little village of Bethlehem on this day. It's a little Christ child, so pure and holy, he's sleeping there in the hay. Oh, little baby, no other place was found except in a manger with cows and sheep around. Yet the glory of this sweet baby was sung by angels so fair. There were wise men and shepherds to give him honor and bring him presents so rare.
The music there of the man Beckett. St. Vincent, how you doing tonight? Jackie girl, we just had a little hiccup, but we got it sorted out and we're good to roll. We're rolling like current roll. You don't have to worry, girl. We got things under cover. Woo! That's music for you. Yeah, man. I tell you, I'm feeling the Christmas breeze. Yeah. Ah, Lord. Anybody that tell you they don't like Christmas, something wrong with them. Something really, really wrong with them. Because, listen, that brings such a great feeling. Just listening to the music alone, and a lot of times you meet people who out there, you haven't seen them for a very long time, and when you come across them, the warmness and the greetings that you get from them, it gives you that overwhelming feeling of joy and togetherness and so on. Anytime or the best time for people coming together as one, it's at this time of the year. Yeah? So, what it is you're doing? Have you started to work on your cake yet? We have some people eat cake already. Ooh, my goodness. Now remember the issue with sugar. All you have to be careful with sugar. Sugar. you know, there's a deterrent, a little bit of a deterrent, but at the same point in time, the issue surrounding sugar is one that we can look at it from a broad perspective as well. And I think it calls for a lot of repositioning of food in terms of preparation and trying to use alternative. Although sugar is very much hidden in a lot of foods, we have to remember that starch turns into sugar once you consume it, and we have a tendency as Caribbean people to eat a lot of starchy foods. So we also have to think of that, the consumption of that as well in the process when we talk about sugar, yeah, and diabetes and stuff like that. A number of other diseases that may affect us from different types of, food that we consume. So they say eat little and live long. So I suggest that we sort of cut back on the portions as well. And if you used to put 2 spoons of sugar in your coffee, well, you better move to one because the price will go up, one, and it is a good practice to ensure that you don't take in too much sugar. The sweetest thing in the world is a problem for us. You realize that a lot of the sweetest things in the world, yeah, seem to create issues for us as a people. We're dancing partner, they coming, don't worry, give them time, they will be here, trust me. It's just a matter of time before they zoom in on us. Stay there, Jackie, don't go a place, girl. This is where it's at. And those of you there watch with us on YouTube as well. Remember, we also on YouTube. And not forgetting our dear friends up there on Real FM. It's a pleasure to be in your company as per usual. Whatever it is you're doing, I know that, well, I put up my Christmas tree, have lights on and stuff like that, and I ain't looking too bad in my end in here. Some people that wait for Christmas Eve night to do certain things in their homes, but sometimes, especially when you have children, schools are still on. So, good night, Rachel in Montreal. We're doing okay, girl. One of the early birds are here. You know, the children are still in school. I think they go on vacation from this weekend. Some of them had cross country races over the last week or so. And once they get at home, they get themselves in the mood for the season. Yeah, so by that time you have to ensure you put up the tree and that kind of thing. But right about now, I want to make sure that we stay in tune with the folks that you know good enough to keep us together, and we want to ensure that we remind you that the credit union loan
Gather
is still
family and
available.
friends and those you know. Shop for your season's needs and more. Celebrate this Christmas. Make your season bright. Forget your troubles, at least for a night. Get a GCCU Light Up Your Christmas loan to make your season merry and light. Purchase appliances and furniture, household goods and home repairs to give your life a little cheer. Easy application and fast approval. Terms and conditions apply. Light up your Christmas with a loan from the GCCU, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union Limited. Call 473-442-8602 or visit us at grencu.org for more information.
Oh yes, Calypso Rose. Yeah, man. Christmas morning.
Oh Christmas, oh Christmas.
Good night to you, Magdalene. Magday, what's up, girl?
Time for giving and receiving. You and I must have something to share. Toys for children and gift for women. Plenty love for the macho man. Whenever you wake in the morning and you wake up with this feeling to give. I say we got tempo, we go Lego, and the para, we go break down. Christmas morning, we go running, so don't be stingy, never bring the whiskey, bring it back. Oh, con tiempo nos saltaremos, con la parada, bocaremos, mira. Hey, hey, hey. Oh Christmas, oh Christmas, we all should enjoy it at least. Some praying, while some rejoicing. It's the time the world should be at peace. Church bell ringing, choir singing, hallelujah to our King. And when the bells start ringing, you must tell neighbor good morning and give. I say we got tempo, we go
What you want? You want whiskey or you want Clark's Court or Rivers? All you remember Wester Hall rum? That one good too, you know. They have a premium brand there. And what about Dunfermline? If you ever come up with a bottle of Dunfermline, that means it is aged and wicked. That they stopped making that rum a long time ago.
Oh Christmas, I could feel the joy ringing in the air. Some wishing, while some uniting. What a glorious time of the year. To the Savior in the manger, peace and goodwill from afar. Let the do them make you all happy. Peace and love to the whole family and keep. I say with a tempo, we go let go. With a para, we go break down. Christmas morning, when we go running. So don't be stingy, never bring the whiskey. Confianza nos sabemos con la parada. Christmas morning, Christmas morning, Christmas morning, Christmas morning, morning never. Pass the book on the spoon, man. Amigo, para. Bueno, yes. Where the rum and the coconut milk?
Rosie, baby. Hi.
Gimme.
Wow. No matter how old a Christmas tune is, when the time comes around, it sounds brand new. I lie? Those of you joining us on Facebook, don't forget to share the link. The more the merrier. Don't forget, man, I haven't Shak yet, man. You could beat a bottle and a spoon, a Shak, a macarac as they call it. Make some noise. Christmas morning. Hey. It's sweet, eh? Oh my goodness. Yeah, drinking my, I drink my little, a little tea with a little honey in it. Yeah. But listen, I'll tell you something. I reached out to, I had my contact. I want to thank Andy Chichester, as usual, my bona fide when I went certain things with Pan. And I have the contacts for the various Pan sides. So I'm hoping to do that link up that we spoke about with them live on Thursday coming. So we're going to be linking up to a few other pan houses on Thursday. See what's happening with them as they practicing for the Christmas. Yeah. So that's going to be something that's going to be really good. So we're going to link up with them. I got a new piece of song there from my friend Muscles. I ain't seen him come on yet, so we're gonna hold it down for a little bit while. But I also got some music from Quaco. I got music from, and this is you're going to be hearing it here for the first time. It has not been released yet. Hopefully they'll get it released soon. It's a compilation of various Christmas songs from the band Solid. It's instrumental, and I'm going to play a song or two for you tonight, and I think you're going to enjoy it. There's a little bit of pan in it with Andrea Greenwich playing pan, etc., etc. And I am going to give you a version of Jingle Bell as they play it. Love it. Nothing sweeter than sweet pan music, huh? That's just a taste of one of their songs with Solid the Band, and they've been doing a lot of great things in recent times. So, folks, let's support local all the way. The creative industry is going to be getting a big boost according to the budget. Let's look forward to see what's going to be happening there with that particular industry. I mean, we had to look at things and see where we're heading. This is 2023 we're heading into. Yeah. Could you imagine we about to get into the in getting close to 50 years as an independent nation, because in 2024, February 7th, we will be celebrating 50 years as an independent nation. And we can look back at our achievements over those 50 years, see what we have become. Yeah, and do a little bit of reflection on on those years. Whether we would have championed a lot, I think we've done quite well when we look back at the various other countries in the region, especially in the OECS. I think we would have done quite well. Some may have prospered in different ways, but generally speaking, I think we've done quite well. Yes, folks, so we continue on the journey here tonight. We're still waiting on folks. Share the thing, share the thing, share the thing, share the love, share the everything. Let's keep this momentum going. It's Tuesday night in the nation. And I must say that I think this was probably the first day we did not experience any rainfall during the day. That's interesting. We hope that it may continue. Sunny days, very hot in the day, but a lot much cooler in the night. The night temperature seemed to be getting cooler, and that's important because we sleep better in the night when it's cooler, right? I understand. Anyway, let me get back to the music. It is Feliz Navidad coming at you straight. There we go. I want to say goodnight to the folks in Wester Hall, to my dupes, Monix, Mother, Mr. Sammy, love you, honey. Mark, you behaving? Oh, Lord, let me dance to this one. Yeah, man. Bring out your dancing shoe. It's Christmas, you know. I lying to tell you, I didn't realize that that was a version, and some of it sound like mosquito buzzing in my ears. Forgive me for saying that, eh? Oh my goodness. I like to tell you, I'm having fun. Good night to my dear little sweet sister Neva. You good, girl? Wonderful to have you on board. Share the thing, share the thing. Let's enjoy the season in a great way here on the Lord Day, on this gracious Tuesday, the 6th day of December. And I want to extend happy birthday greetings to my little cousin Dimitri Beno. He's a student at SGU, and I know he's gone off on vacation. So I hope somebody would send that message off to him and tell him that Auntie Sherma say, "Happy birthday, boy!" Ah, Lord. All right, Christmas comes but once a year. You know, sometimes we hear people saying, "Oh, Christmas in October, Christmas in..." You're wondering, boy, what really that is all about. But, I guess it's just a means of marketing, and people use different types of marketing strategy to reach out to their audience. Now, when we look at Christmas in December in its true form and its rightful place, that is when it has the full enchilada. Everything happens at that time. Right now, I could drink some nice puncha creme. Some people say puncha crema, some people say puncha creme. It doesn't matter which way you say it. Once it have all the nice ingredients in it, especially that dash of nutmeg to complete it, you're good. Yeah? So a nice punch of creme made with evaporated milk and condensed milk and Lord sugar again and egg, and some people boil theirs, some people don't. I'm not too keen about it don't boiling with the eggs, because you're talking raw eggs right there. Hey Burbies, what's up my dear friend? Christmas, I have to look for your song, This is the other day I was looking for it. I know. Don't worry, I'll find it. But the raw eggs to me is a little bit, I don't think I'm too keen on that. Some folks make it without egg. As a matter of fact, I've had it made with pumpkin already. Well, it's like a pumpkin punch more than anything else. Right, Mother? Yes, you made it with pumpkin. No egg, so they boil the pumpkin, they blend it up with the milk and the spices and so on and so forth, and it tastes good. It tastes good. But you can also make a nice breadfruit punch similarly, and you had to put a little spike in it. Clark's Court, eh? I don't think rivers as taste good in them thing. Yeah, some people just put rivers in Clark's in sorrel and thing, and it just kill it. Clark's Court is a better rum, or any other rum that doesn't really have that strong flavor. It's good in those things. So a nice punch of creme. Could you imagine that, boy, going on right now? Especially those of you in them place where it's cold. Eh? Hey. A nice punch of creme. And it doesn't matter, yes, you put ice on it, but the alcohol will give you that warmness. So if you're feeling cold, and you're sipping some punch of creme. Forget the hot toddy and them kind of thing. Drink some punch of creme, and trust me, you're getting the nice warmness coming at you. Yeah? What a night it's going to be. We're here up until 10 o'clock. It's Christmas Shak. And whatever song somebody sent me, the only one I want to play that song for, if he's on, is Mad Vibes. So if all you know Mad Vibes somewhere. This song is called Roast Fowl by Marcia Miranda. I'm going to leave that one there where it is for now, because it kind of a little bit skating on the line of being a little bit lewdish. So I'm going to leave it there for now. But in the meantime, remember, be careful who you're inviting in your house at Christmas time. Although I want to join a parang band, I know where it's coming from. I see the Karakou parang been in Grenada, down by Chubby. Sunday night. They mash up the place. Good night to the folks out there in Caracou. How you doing tonight? Sotes, St. Mark's. And you know, a big Christmas fiesta coming up in St. Mark's. Yeah, man. Tell you more about that a little later on. There's a wicked bang bang boy. What? They gone with everything. Wow. Even the toilet paper. Especially you remember during pandemic, toilet paper was running out. So maybe that bang bang passed within that time. Hey, hey, hey. Now, just to remind you that this is the season when we're supposed to be sharing. You know, they say it's better to share or to give than to receive. Always bear that in mind. And you get a better feeling, a better appreciation for the good things when you share. It will come back to you tenfold, they say. It's a good thing to give, especially to those who are not as fortunate as you may be, because, sometimes you think that there is, that other person may have, but really and truly it's just a front. If you really look deeper, you'll find out that things are not as it appears. So If you have a neighbor who is in need, reach out and give them some of what you may have, especially those of you who have in abundance. Um, your neighbor certainly would appreciate your kindness at this time of the year. Yes, folks, we got to stay together with the people who make sure that we get it right here on Shak, and that is the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union. I hope by now a lot of you would have taken advantage of their special offer, their loan for Christmas. If not, you still have an opportunity to do that. You can give them a call and get the details, the deets as the young folks would say on it, and in time for the season. All right, don't forget that.
Gather family and friends and those you know. Shop for your season's needs and more. Celebrate this Christmas. Make your season bright. Forget your troubles, at least for a night. Get a GCCU Light Up Your Christmas loan to make your season merry and light. Purchase appliances and furniture, household goods and home repairs to give your life a little cheer. Easy application and fast approval. Terms and conditions apply. Light up your Christmas with a loan from the GCCU, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union Limited. Call 473-442-8602 or visit us at grencu.org for more information.
Yep, that's where you gotta go, baby. All right, so listen, you know something? I want to play my friend Muscle song for you. Muscle always, you know what I'm talking about. He gave you Santa Claus is my father. He born whenever in December. But Bobby, so you could say they need to change the flavors in Rivers Rum, boy. That's what them people like, that smell. Ooh, ooh. They say it is the distinct smell that makes it special. I don't know. When I smell it, I just want to turn my nose. Della, good night to you. Well, Mad Vibes. Tell him I say I have a song that I want to play, but I want him to be on to hear the song. The song so much of the kind of thing he would appreciate and like and want to be a part of. You know what I mean? So tell him I say, yeah. You know. But he's going to have a good time. But nevertheless, I want to take in this one from my friend Muscles. I haven't seen him on yet, but anyway, I'm going to play the song. I have a feeling he's working tonight. This one is called and is brand new. All my worries gone. Well, boy, I'm glad for you. The man Muscles himself. All my worries gone. I don't know where they're gone. I hope they ain't come back, boy.
I was feeling down all year round, but a feeling don't get me when Christmas come. Cause when I turn on me radio and I hear a parang, chicken, ching, all me worries gone. Barrels coming down, all me worries gone. Money from Western Union, all me worries gone. We happy we get we pension, all me worries gone. So it's one big celebration, all me worries gone. So I turn a parandero, I turn a parandero, I turn a parandero. Muscle man from the Blando, I turn a parandero. Just so I turn a parandero, I turn a parandero. From La Bay to Bolillo. Stop party, yeah, boy, stop party, talk boy. What about New Year celebration? What about New Year celebration? Hey. Almost everybody living overseas, they love to come back home with show of money. They're trying to impress friends and family. Chicken, come celebrate with we. Free food passing round, all me worries gone. Free liquor by the ton, all me worries gone. sweet bun. All me worries gone. Smiling children having fun. All me worries gone. We all turning parandero. We all turning parandero. Just so we turning parandero. From Grenada to Trinidad and Tobago. Let we go. We turning parandero. Give me a rock. Just so we turning parandero. We turning parandero. You will hear me on the radio. Somebody give me a rock. Give me a rock. Wait. I don't drink it. Kira, where was Shak? Hey, Fupi, this is Shaggy, all about. As I reminisce, when Christmas was sweet, we live in the ghetto, but always good food to eat. From village to village, parang band going wrong. Chicken, ching, hear that quattro strong. Something about parang, all me worries gone. That sweet authentic sound, all me worries gone. I want to hear it all year round. All me worries gone. Not only when the Christmas come, all me worries gone. Turn a parandero. I turn a parandero. I turn a parandero. I jamming with me quattro. Turn a parandero. All you come to me, and we all turn a parandero. All you come to man, now we turn a parandero. You go hear me on the radio. $100, you see, Shama? Hey, brother, all me worries gone. Brother, no. I'm looking for that passion, man. All me worries gone. That passion, man, don't you think? All me worries gone. You know Wendy? Traffic. All I know is my crew. The rich man crew too, boy. We praying. All me worries gone. All me worries gone. All me worries gone.
I wonder where they're going, boy. Irvin, Mad Vibes. You reach. Well, listen, I have a song for you, and I tell you, it's two actually, but this particular one, boy, when I hear that song, the only person that come to mind happens to be you. And I say to myself, as a
Gather
song,
family
one had
and
to be
friends
so.
and
all right,
those
all right,
you know.
all right, Mr. G, careful to play, But I have a feeling I will get through with it. So, oh boy, I played it for you. Listen carefully, Right.
I want that.
Oh gosh, girl. Me turkey dry up in the oven. That is all you want? Nothing else?
All right. Let's take it from the start. Let's take it.
Eddie, you see that big fat turkey you have there? I want that.
Oh gosh, girl. Me turkey dry up in the oven. That is all you want? Nothing else?
Gobble. Mad Vibes. This one's for you.
Man, you know how I like my turkey. Christmas time I buy one already. Hey, one big fat turkey for me to share with everybody. But if you see this lady, man, she only harassing me. She keep on telling me roast pork and fowl leg good enough for she. Then let someone tell me she does put on plenty. The only thing can satisfy she is peace and a big fat turkey. Nothing small can satisfy she. She want a big fat turkey. She ready to bite and eat me. She want a big fat turkey. This lady just so damn pretty. She want a big fat turkey. Eddie, I have to born it. Just give me your big fat turkey. Turkey. She want a big fat turkey. Turkey. She want a big fat turkey. All the turkey dry up in the oven. I know you want the part by the leg, You go get it. Yeah. Let me go. She don't say she don't want no hair on the piggy. Cause want a piece of your turkey. Nothing small can satisfy she. She want a big fat turkey. She ready to bite and eat me. She want a big fat turkey. This lady just so damn greedy. She want a big fat turkey. Eddie, I'm too bony. Just give me your big fat turkey. Turkey, turkey. She want a big fat turkey. Never. Turkey. Take a piece of turkey now, man. She want a big fat turkey. What you want? Turkey. What you want? Turkey.
I want that one.
She want a big
That
fat
one there.
turkey.
No, that I want the big fat one.
And all you know that Mad Vibes love to cook. Got a big fat turkey cooking for Christmas. Oh, Mad Vibes. Oh, look at doing disappear so Della. Eh? Ah, boy, I tell you. What a night. Oh, what a night. What a Saturday night. Now, the thing is, I want to say this. Thank God this sugar thing is till next year, because I don't know what would have happened with them people with their black cake. They might have had to use some saccharin. I don't know, some alternative to make the cake, because when you really look at it, there's a lot of sugar that goes into cake, eh? You know what I mean? All right, so folks, I hope you're having a wonderful night tonight. Just to reflect a little bit and go back in time, you know how the weather can be cold at this time of the year. And long ago, we used to have cashmere sweaters selling in Charles of Grenada. Charles of Grenada was one of the premier, like a store you'll find on Fifth Avenue in New York, you know, one of the premier stores in Grenada, and they sold cashmere sweaters from, I think it was from England, you know, so it was always they weren't cheap, trust me, it was always a very elite kind of thing to have a cashmere sweater. And around Christmas time, in particular, when you're going window shopping and thing, you might see folks looking at the Christmas things in the window. And one of the desired things was a cashmere sweater from Charles of Grenada. I don't know if any of you remember that, but it's interesting to see now that we find a lot of people use sweaters to go to work because of the air-conditioned environment, but it was never really a norm in the past, except at this time of the year when outside cold in the night and you're going out or you're going window shopping, you have your sweater that you have to wear. Yeah? What a night, what a Saturday night. We're keeping the music coming at you, and we are going to see what this Parang chick has to offer.
Party natural.
Coochie, 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 la la. Put more pepper in the chana. Don't know nothing about no pastel. Cannot speak Spanish very well. Coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la.
Way that Betty started to whine, the action was a real blow mine, filled with such grace and style. All our granny got wild. Yeah, if police hold she tail, she not going to make no jail. Father Laura Miss Maraj, and he get she off the charge.
Coochie, 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 la la. Put more pepper in the chana. Don't know nothing about no pastel. Cannot speak Spanish very well. Coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la. Coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la.
I wonder if any of you don't know what Coochie Lala is. Coochie Lala.
Coochie la la, coochie la la,
Betty in action.
coochie la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la la, coochie la.
Betty in action. Coochie Lala. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, you have parang music that takes in just about everything. It takes in bacchanal, it takes in confusion, and when you get into the parang melee is another thing. Well, Jackie, I remember when I was leaving Grenada, my father bought me a cashmere sweater from going to Canada, a cashmere sweater from Charles. It was a big thing. They used to have like little flowers on it and stuff like that. Cashmere wool is an expensive wool, as you would know. So there were some prize stores. When you look at Charles of Grenada, Granby's was another store that a lot of Granby's, where Shipwreck is now, they sold a lot of I remember material, and they also sold a lot of sewing things, because in those days a lot of people sew. You didn't have many boutiques around. The whole idea of purchasing online did not exist at that time. So you had the stores that would sell material and so on. And Granby's was known for the paper patterns. I remember when they were closing down, they had a big sale on these paper patterns. I myself even buy one or two, not that I could sew, but nevertheless, they just walking through there, they also sold some jewelry as well, and other items. But those were the major stores. You had Y.D. Limmers, you had T.A. Noble Smith. That was long before the invasion of the Indians into Grenada in the business community. Not that I have anything against them, but these were the major stores that most of them were owned locally. Maria Scott, now called Cromwell Scott. Everybody's. Could you imagine that? You only remember Nick's ice cream. Ooh, and Franco. When you go in Franco and you get a roti, boy, that used to be Franco ice cream, Franco roti. You had Nick's. where um what's the name? Scotia Bank, the previous Scotia Bank, I have to say, that building there, a lot of people used to go on Lime. That used to be Nick's, and then they move over to the other side of the road. Franco was going up that side road as well, Granby Street, you know. So they had so much interest in the city um, at the time, and the business community was booming back there in the 60s and 70s, coming along nicely. Of course, the face of business always would evolve and change over a period of time. That's the nature of the world. And of course, it can happen that change, they say, it's inevitable, and it happens. So we have a totally different scenario. Even when you go in movies, man, Empire and Regal movies time. Yeah, them fellas and them in pit making noise. They say pit used to have bug. I don't know. That's what they say. I never been in pit. But you had pit. You had. If you tell young people that, they're gonna ask you what couple anise and butter. Yes, butter old shoe. Bobby, you good. When they ask you cinema, and you tell them about pit house and balcony, they would ask you, what the hell is that? You know? But those were the three tiers in the cinema. And yes, you had drive-in cinema, Coleridge Drive-In down on the Monu stretch. Yeah, some fellas used to pile up in cars to go inside of the drive-in, Yeah, man. You go on Esplanade, you eat mall, you watch the water fountain, the big tree of life trees light up and a little music playing, and you're having a good time. Those were the good old days. Yeah, the drive-in, of course. But going to cinema at Christmas time, they always used to have special movies, and I think Christmas Eve night they would have a midnight movie, and I have a feeling that it used to be a horror movie that they used to be showing Christmas Eve night. I believe that's what it was, because there is a saying, and not a saying, but a story, and a true one of that. And I believe it happened Christmas Eve night. This guy from River Road went to movies, and at the same time, he coming home and going through the cemetery to take a shortcut to go into River Road. There's a big drain. So when he jump up in the air, he hit something, a human, a ghost, or whatever, and he fall down in the drain. But up, get up, scamper, head down into River Road. And he telling people, a ghost hit him in the air when he jumped across the drain, In the meantime, welcome, Dennis, welcome. In the meantime, a fella went to the same movie, them Dracula movie that have people on edge. He living up in St. Paul's. But hear this, he didn't go to the movie. He went and looked for a girlfriend in River Road. And he now coming through the cemetery in the same shortcut. Pitch dark, the cemetery there, then used to have lights in the past. And the two of them clash as both of them jump from each side of the drain. And they fall down in the drain and padam! Story in St. Paul's, the man hit a bunks up with a ghost in the cemetery. Story in River Road. Man bunks up with a ghost when he jumped the drain in the cemetery. Eventually, the two stories came together. Could you imagine them two fellas when they hit something as they jump across the drain and they hit, and they know they're hitting a body? They probably figure it's a dead man that come out of the grave because they just finished seeing Count Dracula movie in Empire Cinema. That must have been a fair and a half. Back up, Speedy Gonzales, up Parade, into St. Paul's, down River Road. Next day, the true story, was told. Aye. Let me go and have a little drink. I find it's time for us to take a little drink. I mean, the The atmosphere is right for a little sprang along. Bring some drinks, man. Bring some drinks. Bring some drinks. What you drinking? Hmm? What you drinking tonight? Oh Lord. It's confusion for soap. Bacchanal.
Here we are, neighbor. Bring drinks. Bring drinks. Bring containers. Vessels. Forget the chivalry and pass me a vessel. And I want plastic glass in case it fall out my hand.
There we go, Spraggle.
Yes.
Buenos días, amigo. I mean, how are you?
Compliment of the season to you. May all your dreams come true. But right now this is what I want you to do. Bring it rum home, it's Christmas. Bring it rum home, I say. We could drink a flask, we could drink a nip. If you have a bottle hiding, bring it out to me. Oh, mama mi my yo. Why viva viva yo. Je no carro I see a boy carasio. Baba vida olida see no more. Roti and egg. Peanut butter and turkey leg. Who cooked this thing? I'm Mr. Carpenter. I give to you. Yeah, we all are gathered today in a toasty way. But right now, this is what I would like to say. Bring the rum for it's Christmas. Bring the rum for I say. We could drink a flask, we could drink a nip. If you have a bottle hiding, bring it out today. Baba vida olida, see no more. Don't drink that, boy, that chow chow. That is to put on the ham. Then so who cooked this thing, boy? The sponge cake hard, the black cake soft, the sorrel right, the gingerbread green. What it is? But it's a dog show. Beside we ain't complaining. Bring anything, we drinking flick and all. Yes, we just want something to control the stomach till we reach home. Because this thing will make we large intestines look small. Yeah, well, we are departing. And thanks we say to you. They can't put done, then we have to run. Two is the Lord, give we one for the road. In the ram farm is Christmas. In the ram farm I see. We could drink a flask, we could drink a nip. If you have a bottle hiding, bring it out today. Oh, mommy, my yo. Why viva viva yo. Tino carua, yeah, bring carasio. Baba vida o, lila, cinnamon. A green fruit pie made from breadfruit. Neighbor, where you get your recipe? In one of your children copy book. It really tasting like the 6 times table. Hey, pass a glass, pass a glass. So beside don't bring no glass there, I will drink straight from the bowl. Somebody bring a glass. What kind of place is this? Madrid. No, Madrid, you can't eat everything. Sometimes people may get hungry later. Oh my God. I go take, yeah, pepper sauce with water. No, I know sweet drink, water. A glass of pepper sauce and water, 2 block eyes. Yes, darling. Yeah, no Epsom salt, darling. My stomach like it turning back. A little salt. Well, if your hand no normal Epsom salt, but I will soak the ham in it. The ham have enough salt. Yeah. Oh, Lord, neighbor. But you put your shoes, boy. Oh,
What's up, this boy? No boy, we eating bread alone. Put back on your shoes, we don't want no jam. What the hell is it? No, they say ox tongue. Not sneakers tongue. Ox tongue. Lace back up your sneakers and put down the scissors. So gentlemen, you used to drink, I used to drive. You understand what I'm saying? What you're telling me drink, don't frighten, you go drive, and two are we drinking? I am the designated drinker. You is the designated driver. If you know you can't take the pressure, drink, I go drive. But two are we is not to be the same thing, because one of the things go put two are we in trouble. And without the way your bottom lip drop there, feel you the designated drinker. Go, drunk. So besides, you see me, I taking taxi. Where do I get taxi from around here?
I'm lying to tell you. Only best friends could be in that kind of position. Could you imagine? He and his best friend. Woo! What a time. All right, folks, I really hope that you're enjoying your night tonight. I mean, it's really is a a nice kind of night. And we have to make the very best of the season, because the season is a very special time of the year. I honestly hope that you would have taken advantage of the offer from GCCU, the Grenada Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville. Labby people, how are you doing?
Gather family and friends and those you know. Shop for your season's needs and more. Celebrate this Christmas. Make your season bright. Forget your troubles, at least for a night. Get to GCCU, light up your Christmas loan to make your season merry and light. Purchase appliances and furniture, household goods and home repairs to give your life a little cheer. Easy application and fast approval. Terms and conditions apply. Light up your Christmas with a loan from the GCCU, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union Limited. Call 473-442-8602 or visit us at grencu.org for more information.
Yes, folks. Now, I sat down the other day and I said to myself, there's so many of us or so many of you out there who would have looked forward to the goodness of the season, all the food that we cook and the good times that we had. So I decided to put together a food video just for those of you in this diaspora who would probably be missing some of the goodness of what we do at this time of the year. I know that you do that. I know that the world is a small village now, and you can find all those things that you like. You can find it in your supermarket or wherever close by you are to the, in New York you have a Labby Market and, them kind of thing. So what I did, I put together a video with food to entice you, to make your mouth water. All the good things we have. When we talk about sorrel, gingerbread, punch of creme, rice and peas. Look at this.
Yeah, man.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. I never see a parasite going house to house by people that they know. I joined the band in front by Sharon, and when I reached the door, we started singing this one. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration.
I joined the band not just for Christmas, yeah. I hear it's a plenty Spanish woman living down here. I looking for wine, me and no shame. So I'm moving with the band, playing the game. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. Merry Christmas.
up a plate. Oh yeah, yeah. I go sing some parang. Oh yeah, yeah. And I bring the young. Yeah man. Merry Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. Merry Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. Every year I just make my
Peace and love, joy and celebration.
well I reach and I'm feeling great. Oh yeah yeah, what a peace. I full up a plate. Oh yeah yeah, I go sing some parang. Oh yeah yeah, and I bring, yes I bring.
Peace and love, joy and celebration.
Well I reach.
Yeah, man.
I go sing some parang. Oh yeah yeah, and I bring, yes I bring.
Yeah, man.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration.
Yeah, man.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. I never see a parang sight so. Going house to house by people and they ain't know. I joined the band in front by Sharon. And when I reached the door, we started singing this one. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration.
I joined the band, not just for Christmas cheer. I hear it a plenty Spanish woman living down here. I looking for wine, me and no shame. So I'm moving with the band, playing the game. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration.
Well I reach and I'm feeling great. Oh yeah yeah, what a peace. I full up a plate. Oh yeah yeah, I go sing some parang. Oh yeah yeah, and I bring, yes I bring the young.
Yeah man.
Merry Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. Merry Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. Every year I just make my barrel a rum, but this year I decide that I am making none. A parang in hand with no liquor, and every house I hit I drinking out the chaser. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration.
These fellas pass by me and they sip everything, but I ain't get hurt, cause I love me parangin'. I decide to fall in and join the session. This one only telling me how he loves Spanish woman. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration.
I joined the band cause I'm afraid for people to come by me. Cause I ain't clean up yet, I don't want nobody see. My rooms are placed up, me couldn't air wash. So I'm going house to house, looking for me big brush. Yeah man, Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love,
Yeah, man. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace and love, joy and celebration.
Yes, Merry Christmas, everyone. Well, that was just a nice little thing for you to. Mad vibes, you want some of that food, boy? I know you're going by Joy's Roti Shop again. You're tired of that nanny goat up there. Well, Maurice, we got you covered, boy. We got you covered. You see what her technology can do for you? And, man, let me tell you something. I'm gonna run it one time. How about that? I'm gonna run one. I ain't listening to it. I'm running it one time. Let me see what you got there for us this time of the year. Joy's Roti Shop.
Dirty, 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 dirty.
Well, Maurice, we got you covered, boy. We got you covered. You see what her technology can do for you? And, man, let me tell you something.
Gather family, friends, and those you know. Shop for your season's needs and more. Celebrate this Christmas. Make your season bright.
I might bounce me head, and the next thing you know I'm dead. I value me life, I don't want them boys set me wife. Next thing I in jail, none of them fellas won't set me bail. Hey, don't give me more rum, no, don't give me more rum. Don't give me more rum, no, don't give me more rum. As the plane touch down in going silent, all my people and them was waiting. Man, we jump inside of the car and we headed straight for the bar. Every single place that we pass, they keep pouring rum in the glass. We were drinking for the whole day. That is when I jump up and say, please don't give me more rum. No, don't give me more rum. Hey, don't give me more rum. No, don't give me more rum. Watch, afraid I go fall and end up in the hospital. Hey, I might bounce me head, and the next thing you know I'm dead. Yes, I value me life. I don't want them boys set me wild. Hey, next thing I in jail, none of them fellas won't set me bail. So don't give me more rum. No, don't give me more rum. Hey, don't give me more rum. No, don't give me more rum. Yes. We were drinking the rum like water, every minute and every hour. They say rum is good for the heart. Just remember to drink it smart. When you drink rum, you just feel better. Rum don't make you live little longer, but you know that is the rum talking. You don't see how it have them walking. Hey, Uncle Mary, no, don't give me more rum. Shop, I beg you to please. No, don't give me more rum. Yes, I'm afraid I go fall and end up in the hospital. Hey, I might bounce me head, and the next thing you know I'm dead. Yes, I value me life. I don't want them boys set me wild. And when I go in jail, none of them fellas won't set me bail. So don't give me the rum, Uncle Mary. No, don't give me more rum. Uncle Rafi, don't give me the rum. No, don't give me more 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 rum. Hey, Uncle Mary. No, don't give me more rum. Shop, I beg you to please. No, don't give me more rum. Yes, I'm afraid I go fall and end up in the hospital. Hey, I might bounce me head, and the next thing you know I'm dead. Yes, I value me life. I don't want them boys set me wild. And when I go in jail, none of them fellas won't set me bail. So don't give me the rum, Uncle Mary. No, don't give me more rum. Uncle Rafi, don't give me the rum. No, don't give me more rum.
Ay, ay, ay. Woo! That's what you call a real rum song, Bobbies. Ay, don't give me more rum. My drives, you like that one or what? Don't rough up my boy, you know. That's my boy. Yeah, don't give me no rum. Boy, I tell you something. Good night, Sharon. How are you? Woo! Ollie, we having a ball of a time. Eh? It's Christmas time again. Yes, you know that you have a number of things coming up. You have the police concert. The usual concert is back in full this year. Yeah, you have the bazaar down at True Blue Bay. That is taking place this weekend, this Saturday, I think. Saturday or Sunday? I think it's Saturday. You know, the police concert is coming up. What else is happening out there? You have Big Bingo with Waggy, Big Bingo coming up, still to come. You have a number of fetes taking place. I heard Third World is coming for Old Year's Night. Right, Judah? Yes, Third World. Yeah, man, you all go swing things. And you have the Prime Minister's gala and ball. I understand that one is sold out. So if all you're looking for tickets, I'm sorry for all you. It doesn't sell out. Right, Della? Yeah, you want to hear your song? Why are you so miserable, boy? Every time you're in my tail, like that song is on your mind all the time. I have to go and see if I could find it. It's Tifa Tifa, you know, from YouTube. So you just hear, look, this is the thing and whatever, the thing of the who, and in the background. Oh Lord, but I have a song from Quaco that I want to play first before I go and play your special song, Mad Vibes. So hang in there, don't give up. We have to give like a local boys a little touch, all right? Let it go, Quaco.
DJ Sockaholic, YouTube, can't panic. And when Sockaholic put tune on YouTube, them fly world over. Put up.
Christmas a time for sharing, a time for caring, time to celebrate Jesus Christ birth. But he's only drinking, more drinking and drunken, and we forgetting Jesus Christ time on this earth. Bring back the Christ in the Christmas.
Yeah, man.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Something straight from the barrel. Bring him back. Bring him back. Bring him back now. Bring back the Christ in the Christmas. Bring back the child in the Christmas. Oh Lord.
silent the Christmas. Bring back the Christ in the Christmas. Oh Lord.
DJ Sockaholic, YouTube, can't panic. And when Sockaholic put tune by YouTube, them fly world over. Put up.
Bring back the Christ in Christmas. You remember, of course, Ajamo has a song, Put Back the Christ in Christmas. So you have a little bit of Ajamo. Hey, look the time, the Lord of mercy. Time just creep. All right, Mad Vibes. Okay, you know I'm always ready to please. So I got your song lineup. I don't move it. I keep it on my desktop because I have a feeling every time you come around, you go ask for it. So here it is, and my friend, enjoy. You want to come home for Christmas? Let me tell you something, Mr. Man. If you ain't buy a ticket yet, crap or smoke your pipe. You go bust your bank. Airlines cost to come to Grenada right now up in, not even in the sky, it's up in heaven.
Coming home for Christmas, Mama. I'm coming home to you, Mama. I'm coming home this year for Christmas and New Year. I'm longing for your comfortable chair. I'm coming for you to comb my hair. I'm coming for your love and care this Christmas and New Year. Is my daddy still stroking your hair? My daddy still drinking his beer? Is my daddy still a gentleman and looking after you? Tell him I still like his kind of job. Tell him he is still my kind of man. Tell him I'm coming home this year for Christmas and New Year. I'm coming home this year, this Christmas and New Year. Are you happy, you and Daddy? Are you warm? Are you well? Are you wanting anything? Oh, Mama, I get lots and lots of love. Mama, I still want your kind of love. Mama, I'm coming home this year for Christmas and New Year. I'm coming home this year, this Christmas and New Year.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
Are you happy, you and Daddy? Are you warm? Are you well? Are you wanting anything? Oh, Mama, I get lots and lots of love. Mama, I still want your kind of love. Mama, I'm coming home this year for Christmas and New Year. I'm coming home this year, this Christmas and New Year. Mom, I love you so, yes I really do. Mom, I'm coming home just to be with you. I'm coming home this year, this Christmas and New Year. I'm coming home this year for Christmas and New Year. Mom, I love you so, yes I really do. Mom, I'm coming home just to be with you. I'm coming home this year, this Christmas and New Year. I'm coming home this year.
Coming home this year. Bobbies, that is Ray Williams. That was done in London a long time ago. And written by my uncle, as a matter of fact, Casimir Pitt. Same guy singing Grenada, May God Bless You, written by Casimir Pitt. Thank you, darling. I thank you for your thank you, my darling. Well, you're still in New York in the cold, or you're gone back in your warm swimming pool in Florida. I hear Florida cooling down these days, eh? So the weather is changing indeed. Lord, folks, I'm lying to tell you, boy, time surely would fly when we having good time. I wish there was so much more that we could share on this particular platform. But it is what it is. I want to remind you that Thursday, Della, you stop play pan or what? What? But Bobby says good for you to remember Roosevelt Johnson. You remember that band that they used to play some good music. They went. I think he went up to the one of the upper islands. He was married to Jenny Mason. Roosevelt Johnson. He's the uncle of Leslie Ann Johnson of GIS as well. Yeah, a guy that used to think they used to call him, I think, Wooden Pudding or something like that. Those were the days, my friend. Bobby's you old. You only looking young. Eh? Oh my goodness. It's always good. Della, do you know more? Della there, man. Della there, don't bother. She there. She there. She used to play pan, you didn't know that? Yeah, man. Della, versatile, man. I'm a sister, I'm a sister. Mm-hmm. Yes. So that Roosevelt Johnson and so on, they had a lot of good music going. Could you remember those days when they used to have a lot of live bands playing all over the place? Guys with a lot of live instrument. Now you have smaller, what I would call more combos that are there, except for maybe Solid. Solid is quite a sizable band, but you have the others like Rita and so on, and what's his name, Michael and so on. They are much smaller than in those days. A lot of them do not have brass players with them as they would have in the past. I think back in time, band has some bass players, Robbie and K. Martin, these guys. There's still a number of them around the place, but in those days, back then, you had quite a bit of band harmony with brass. You had Laddie Duncan band, quite a number of them out there. Moss International, but what is interesting, you have a lot of young people playing music, a lot of young people being trained in music, whether it's the violin, some sort of wind instrument, piano, etc., keyboards, etc. There's quite a bit of that happening on the ground through the school system, through private tutors, etc. So the future looks bright where music is concerned. It's just a matter of time before they all come together. I used to do gigs in the hotel with Dr. Dick. Yeah, Dr. Dix. Yep, man. Babies. Inner Circle, you remember that? And Almonds 8 out of Monjaloo, them brothers and them out there. And then you had the one out in Belmont. And, we could go way back to Jolly Strings and, and Cardinals from PBC. You had one from set of GBSS Boys and, quite a number of live combos, bands pass through Grenada from time to time, and we're still seeing it continuing. Live music is always better than, not I want to hit on my DJs and them, because I like them as well, but it's such a pleasure to listen to live music. Last Sunday, down at Quarantine Point, you had the Rotary Club's Carols by Candlelight, and what an event. In spite of the threatening weather and a little muddiness and so on, it was such a great concert. When you listen to the talented folks in Grenada, a lot of them young folks, really belching out some wonderful renditions of different Christmas classics, as Laura Lisa seemed to have been one of the favorites. We see a lot of feedback coming that way. The Inner Circle with the William Brothers from Bell. That's right. If I go to give you a story about that band Inner Circle, I went with a good friend of mine. Oh boy, I like to tell you, life is a hell of a thing, eh? I went to that band house once with a good friend of mine, And they decided that they wanted me to try and sing this song. Listen, that was chaos, we boy. But up to today, I still remember a part of that song. It went something like, the moon above is shining bright. Come on, boy, the time is right. Here I am, take me in your arms and love me. There's a mist of ecstasy that's growing over me. Here, take, look, Suzanne Ogilvy and I. Yes. So, Jackie, if you see Suzanne, remind her of that. I never forget that song. That was such a disastrous occasion. It ain't funny. I cannot sing. And I'm very much aware that I cannot sing. But you never know. One can try a thing or two sometimes. Anyway, folks, I did prepare this little pan thing that I want to share with you before I leave here tonight. Time is catching up on us. Check this one out. I don't know why the thing wouldn't play. I don't know what is happening with it, but it's not coming up. The music's not coming up. Not sure why, so we got to put that on hold. But nevertheless, it's been quite an interesting night. We've enjoyed the best of everything so far. Another great Tuesday. Reminding you that on Thursday, I am going to be engaging with a few of the pan houses as it relates to what is happening there, taking a little bit of their practice sessions and so on and so forth. So I'm organizing that to be part of the program. And as we move closer into the season, things are going to get even more engaging and more interesting so that you can enjoy. Sing, show 'em. No, girl, I can't sing. I can't promise you. And my sister Marcel, I can't sing. I leave the singing to you, to Marcel, to Constance, and even to Patrice, Pat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Whip, you actually recorded at Wibbs in Montrouge, Berbice. My goodness, most of the music in those days, that's where it was recorded, in Studio 2, in Wibbs, the big studio. You remember that clearly. A lot of calypsos were first recorded there, and bands and so on, in those days. So that's a good memory. So I'm glad to hear that you brought that up. And you know what has happened with a lot of that music? It all went through when the intervention took place. Intervention, invasion, whichever way you want to term it. When that took place and the place was bombed, all those big recordings and so on got destroyed, unfortunately. Somebody approached me about music of that era and preserving it. And I had to say to that individual, that is a difficult task, because a lot of that went down in what was then called Radio Free Grenada when the place was destroyed. It's so unfortunate. Yeah? For you to find out now, you probably have to go to a few people who may have kept it intact. Some may have it. In those days, you used to deal with big reel-to-reel machines. And there may be some folks who still have some of that on reel-to-reel somewhere. It would be nice for us to reflect back on that. But that's another story by itself. Folks, oh my goodness, unfortunately, I've got to leave you. It is not a pleasurable thing to say good night, but when the time comes along, you have absolutely no choice but to say adieu. So, on behalf of Shak, Christmas Shak, it's been another pleasure spending time in your company. Have a good night. Ciao, baby. Love ya.